Hey, howdy, hey, goblins! You're stuck with me today. The other super goblins are sleepy, so this is the Philip special. Today we're doing 4 recommendations from Philip. We're doing, boom, 4 books, 4 movies, and 4 albums. 4 favorites. I'll say that. Not favorite, because I'm not going to be talking about Indiana Jones, and that would be top for each one of these. Shout out the Scholastic Book Fair Indiana Jones movie tie-in from 2008. Sam, if you can find a picture of that, that would be awesome. They made 4 of them. Then they came out when the Crystal Skull came out. Anyways, these are just 4 recommendations, you know? Are you in an album slump? I don't know. Are you in a movie slump? I don't know. Are you in a book slump? You probably haven't read a book since 3rd grade when you had to read Harry the Dirty Dog, huh? I know you. You 8th grader. You right now. Yes, you. You're supposed to be reading Lord of the Flies right now, but you're not. I see you. Mark. Yeah. Talking to you, Mark. Read your book. Or read these. My first recommendation of the day. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Written by Hunter S. Thompson, a name that I'm sure at least a few of our goblins will know. This book follows the crazy journey of Hunter S. Thompson and his lawyer, and it's called Gonzo Journalism. The book is just about their trip to LA and their search for the American dream, and it's fantastic. There are scenes in this book that literally have me belly laughing. They're just doing some stuff that they shouldn't do, and a lot of it is drug related, and that's not cool, but it's very funny in the book. It's very good. The writing is very, very funny. And also the artwork by, I forgot who did the artwork. Illustrations by Ralph Stead. Ralph Stead, you freaking killed it. You did some great stuff in this book. Pick it up. You can finish it in about a week. I'm a very slow reader, and I finished it in about 4 days. So you can finish it very fast. It's a very, very easy book to pick up. This was one of the books I picked up whenever I was first getting back into reading, which was junior year of high school. Again, book sucked me right back into reading. It's that good. Read it if you haven't read a book in a while. It's a really good place to start. Next book that I'm going to recommend is Between Two Fires. I'm actually reading this right now. I haven't finished it yet, so if the ending sucks, sorry goblins, that's on me. But this book follows, it's another road novel. I love road novels for some reason. And it's about a dishonored knight who finds this girl who may or may not be an angel. Don't really know yet. And basically, this girl has a vision from God that she has to go to Paris. God tells her to go find this knight. She's basically like, take me to Paris, take me to Paris. And so she has these freaking no, and then a bunch of stuff happens. He never going to Paris with her. Very fun, very cool concept, because the way the plague is written is very cool. First chapter of this book is basically just all set up, and it's very much like oh my goodness, what's the book called? Like Paradise Lost, where it's there's this big battle in heaven, and that's what causes the plague, because God is asleep or something. It's very fun. It's a very cool idea. The characters are cool in a way that it's like they're not overly heroic or overly evil. Everybody is just kind of trying to live in this plague world, and it's very cool. You've all heard of this next one. Blood Meridian, Cormac McCarthy, my favorite author of all time, and I know that as a white boy, I am supposed to say that, but I love his stuff. I absolutely love it. It really does just hit home with me. His prose is insane. He's a friggin' poet. Surprise, surprise. Kind of another road novel. It's about a boy, and it's very much based off of Moby Dick, but in the sense that Moby Dick takes place in the Wild West, but the real West, how it actually was, which sucked really badly. But it's about this boy who kind of just is bored, and he's like, I'm tired of living with my parents. The boy kind of just gets into the cycle of violence where he just keeps on running in with these really bad people. What the book has to say about violence and death, and more than that, just about American heritage, is very, very deep. I'll be sitting in my physics class in college, and a teacher will say a word, and then I'll just trigger a memory of something random that happened in this book that I totally forgot happened in this book. That happened 2 days ago. There's a bear fight in this scene. There are two dudes that get like mauled by a bear, and I completely forgot that happened. That's how insane this book is. I don't know. Insane in a very dark way, but it's not like 15 most disturbing books. Love Quartermack McCarthy, love Blood Meridian. If you haven't read it, I know that it's like the Redditor's favorite book. I know that, but it really is so good. It is so deep. It has so much to say. It has so much to offer. Please, please, please read Blood Meridian. It is so, so rich. My final book recommendation, Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. Sam, our fellow goblin, actually recommended to me Kurt Vonnegut, and he has slowly become one of my favorite authors. This guy is hilarious in all the right ways that just tickle me. It's so good. This book is insane. It's a real account. So Kurt Vonnegut really was in the war, and this book is about kind of his, it's like in a really weird way a memoir about his time in the war, but in a way that's so over the top. It's like, so he like has a self-insert character. The way it's written, he's like abducted by aliens, and basically he's like brought out of time. So the book jumps in and out of this dude's life at just like random moments. It's so easy to follow. You can read this thing, like I'm telling you, you can read this thing in a week. It is that short. It is that good. It is that delectable. So funny, but also, oh my gosh, like heart-wrenching at times. This is, in my opinion, the best anti-war novel that I've ever read. And I've actually read quite a few. I've read quite a few. Anyways, love this book. Go read it. Check out Kurt Vonnegut. Check out any of his books. Most of them slap. Love you, Kurt Vonnegut. Movies. We all watch movies, right? We've all seen the TikTok clips of American Gangster starring Denzel Washington. My man. Anyways, first movie that I'm recommending today is Dr. Strangelove. By far, in my opinion, my favorite Stanley Kubrick film. It's a satire of what would happen if a nuclear war started. So, this movie follows the war room and Peter Sellers, who is the original Pink Panther, if you don't know, and he plays 3 different characters in this movie. And one of them is the President of the United States. Another one is like an insane German who is like part of the U.S. government. It's very funny in its way that it portrays war as just so insanely sad and just like silly, like at its core. Even if you don't like politics at all, it's still very funny because Peter Sellers like stubs his toe and goes, bah! Anyways, very funny. Go watch Dr. Strangelove, form your own opinion. The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Boy, oh boy, what can I even say? Love this movie. It's very good. This is one of the movies that I watched it the first time, and I was like, okay. It was a movie that I thought I was supposed to love, and I was trying to love it the first time. And I just did it. It didn't click, but it stuck with me in my head, and I could not stop thinking about it. 3 days after I watched it the first time, went back and watched it again, one of my favorite movies of all time. It is a body horror movie following these researchers in Antarctica when they're faced with some kind of alien that comes into their bunker and can morph and change and look just like you after it eats you. It's just coworkers, and they like don't know who the bad guy is. So they've all got to like trust each other, but also be suspicious of each other, and it's so suspenseful. And I haven't talked about the body horror yet. It's so freaking good. I don't like gore, but this rocks. CGI gore just does not hit for me, but something about like Jim Henson style puppets, just like eyeballs coming out to here and like flesh ripping off here is so cool to me, and I love it so much. Kurt Russell wears a big funny hat, and it's the coolest thing ever. Go watch this movie if you haven't seen it. It's like an hour and a half long, maybe. It's one of those movies where you just put it on, you're sucked in, and then it ends, and you're like, the movie's over? Not in like a bad way, but you're just like, oh my gosh, like the time flew. You get sucked in that fast. Very good movie. Love it. Highly recommend it. Third movie recommendation. Phantom Thread. Written and directed by one of my goats, Paul Thomas Anderson. Again, I'm a white boy. I have to say that. It's part of my contract. Love Paul Thomas Anderson. love this movie specifically. It is by far my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie. And I know I said I wasn't going to choose favorites in this movie. This is my second favorite movie of all time. I love this movie. It is so beautiful and warm and cozy and sad and funny, and it's so good. And the romance in this movie is my favorite romance ever put on screen. And this movie is about Daniel Day-Lewis, who is a highly prestiged dressmaker in London. He sees this girl at a diner, and she thinks she's cute, and he takes her back, and they fall in love. And it's just about their relationship. But the fun thing is, Daniel Day-Lewis is this old curmudgeon who has OCD, and he's just like, everything's got to be neat and tidy. And she's like this country girl who just like is like, I don't care. Like, you know, she's very cool. She is such a good character. Daniel Day-Lewis is such a good character too. All the characters in the movie are so rich and so good. Oh my goodness. Just the cinematography, the score by Johnny Greenwood, everything in this movie, 10 out of 10. One of the best movies of all time. Love it. If you haven't watched it, go check out Phantom Thread. My last movie rec of the night is Blood Simple, written and directed by Joel and Ethan Coen. This is their first film, and it is an absolute banger and a blast. This movie rocks. It follows Frances McDormand, who is the wife of a bar owner, and she falls in love with this, or maybe she falls in love with another guy that works in the bar. Anyways, bar guy doesn't like that, hires a hitman to go after them. That's basically the whole story in a nutshell. But it's a Coen Brothers movie. You know some crazy shenanigans are going to happen in there. And all the characters are going to be goofy. Writing is going to be hilarious. The camera work is going to be phenomenal and scary. And there's going to be some wild moments in this movie where you're watching it and it's going to seem so normal, but then the scene will get done, you're like, oh my gosh, like that would not happen in the real world. But it's a Coen Brothers movie, and that's why they rock so hard. Love this movie. Go check out Blood Simple. If you ever even heard about a Coen Brothers movie and they sound interesting, go watch this one. Love it very much. Go watch it. Last section of the night. Bing! Albums. Philip loves music. Philip loves geese. That's right, guys. Philip's a geese head. Look at me. Geese Getting Killed is an album from last year that I love. It's very good. Me and Luke and Sam, the other goblins on this channel, have been listening to Geese for a long time now. We heard them, not their first album, but 3D Country. We love that album. We had a Geese 3D Country summer that year. 2122 was on in our car repeatedly, and it rocked. Still, that album rocks. But this album is very special to me because Geese has broken more into the mainstream with this album, and it has made me so happy to see like TikTok edits to Cobra. Like, that makes me so happy. Like, the world is healing. Geese is big. This is awesome. I don't really know how to review music. I'm not Anthony Fantano, so this album's great. Go listen to it. It's awesome. I'll give you some of my favorite tracks. I know right off the bat, Bow Down is my favorite track off this album. Trinidad is great. But just go listen to this album. It's very short. It's very fun. Very rocky. Very soul-y. Very good. Love it. Go check out Geese. Love you, Cameron Winter. My next album recommendation is Purple Mountains. Singer-songwriter David Berman, lead singer of the great band Silver Jews. This is his final album. Sadly, he passed away after making this album under very sad circumstances. But this album stands as a great monument, as just this very realistic look into who David Berman was. And I'm so happy that even though he passed away so young, that we have this album so that we really, as enjoyers of his music, really almost feel like we get like an inside look at his mind and his heart. And it just seems like such a loving person. And oh my goodness, this album is just so beautiful and I love it so much. Go check it out. Third album, Pop Staples. I love Pop Staples. He's so cool. This album by famous and notorious soul and blues singer Pop Staples is a posthumous release. The album, if you can see, is called Don't Lose This, and those were some of the last words that he told to his daughter Mavis Staples while handing her a cassette tape of this album. And this album is a mix of that cassette, which was just his guitar and his voice and one mic. That was it. And so Mavis Staples, alongside lead singer of Wilco, Jeff Tweedy, mixed this album, added drums, added backing vocals, and it is such a good album. There is some hard hitters on this album. Somebody Was Watching. There's some great gospel songs on this album, and it's so good and it's just so beautiful. The way he sings about God always is just, I don't know. I love his voice. I love his voice so much, and it really does just hit my soul just right. And I love Pop Staples. And go check this one out, even if you just think the album cover is cool, because it is cool. My final album recommendation of the night, and my final record of the night, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Long After Dark. Tom Petty is one of my favorite artists of all time. He is someone that I grew up listening to alongside my brothers, and our dad showed us in when we were very young. This is my favorite Petty album. I don't know why, because I'm in a very happy relationship. I'm engaged. This is a great breakup album. This album rocks. But this one just always hits hard with me because it got some bangers on it, like Straight Into Darkness, which is my favorite Tom Petty song. Change of Heart's a banger. One Story Town's a banger. Oh my gosh, You Got Lucky is almost like gross in a way where it's just like, yeah, I'm better than freaking you. You lost when you broke up with me. It's pretty funny, but it's also really good. Love this album. Love Tom Petty. Another guy who just gone too soon. We love you, Tom Petty. Rest in peace. Goblins, that is all that I've got for you tonight. Let me know if I have the worst taste in media of all time, or if I'm at least cooking just a little bit. Let me know if y'all want a Sam special coming up, because I'm hanging up the tape out of this. I'm never coming back. I love y'all. Bye, guys.